The Giles Files is sponsored by BetterHelp, affordable professional online therapy from any device, text, chat, and video. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with a BetterHelp therapist. And here's a special offer for Giles Files listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/GilesFiles. That's betterhelp.com/GilesFiles. And thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this podcast. It's the Giles Files Season 3. More Boffo shows, that's a guarantee. Nancy Giles and producer Nancy Wyatt, we got opinions, we ain't keeping quiet. On the Giles Files Season 3. Yeah. So this is Nancy Giles from the Giles Files. We've got a really cool older and young people rally in support of women making decisions about their own bodies. Hello.
Hello.
Do you mind if I talk to you guys about why you're here?
This is such a polarizing subject because it's about babies, but it's nobody wants to kill a baby. It's something more than that.
And the interesting thing is that there are studies that show when women have access to contraceptive rights and contraception, the number of abortions actually goes down.
Yeah, it's true. I've read that too.
Hi, will you tell me your name?
My name is Connor.
Connor, why are you here today? I saw you holding a really cool sign.
Because my mom, Roe, wants to do this.
What's your name, ma'am?
Hannah.
Anna, why are you here today?
Because I had an abortion when I was in college and my life would be very different. If I was trying to get through and get a job, and I just wasn't in a position to take care of a baby or see where I would go, and it was just very overwhelming and a lonely experience. So.
Did the young man who was a participant, did he know about it?
Yeah, he's my husband now. We have 2 children. I feel like it was just a choice that I had to make at that point in my life.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Brotati.
Brotati, what a beautiful name. And what's the situation in India when it comes to women and pregnancy?
I have to say India is better than US. Family supports family, abortion is not a taboo. It's not a taboo. But it's really US has gone back 10 steps. India is much more forward than US, especially the middle class.
Every single unwanted pregnancy starts with a man. What if we started making men have vasectomies at the age of 12 and it could only be reversed upon the consent of a woman who wanted to be pregnant? Why isn't that the standard?
I may add, a vasectomy can be reversed.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's start thinking that way.
I've talked to a lot of women that are mostly here, but you're a man. What's your name? You're a guy. What's your name?
Kevin McCullough.
Kevin, are you a dad?
I am.
And a husband?
Yes, I am.
How many kids?
2 little boys.
Some women have talked about young boys having to get vasectomies while they're at their height of sexual activity, and then they can be reversed and boopity boo. Hello?
Hey, it's wild. It's out there. I'm not into forcing anyone to do any type of surgeries and things like that. We are talking about something different at that point.
What's your name, ma'am?
Annalise.
Annalise, is it true that you kind of got this idea to have this rally here on Boulevard East?
Yeah, so I've been reading about, of course, everything in the news, and it's just hard to read it.
Yeah, women can't get pregnant on their own.
Yeah, exactly. And, they should have a part of this for sure. We should be having, contraceptives for men if we can't if we can't present them to women anymore. If that's what the new laws are going to say, then they should be for men, Why is it always women?
So I'll share something that's interesting. There are a lot of side effects with female contraceptives, but women have gotten used to it. But there were male contraceptives that were tried out, and they were taken off the market. Guess why?
Side effects.
Men couldn't handle it.
Those poor babies.
I mean, man.
Even the states that want it, it's going to be a burden for them to put all these puzzle pieces back together again. Like, then what happens to Plan B? What happens to regular birth control? What happens? There's so many things.
Maybe the drug manufacturers might, rise up and say, you can't get rid of Plan B. We're making billions of dollars on it. I mean, maybe money will help tip the scales.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but the pharmaceutical companies might be our friends here.
You know what? Maybe. I'm grasping at straws, but okay, we're going to write some letters. Yeah. Hello, what's your name?
Sienna.
Sienna, I love your sign. It's really beautiful. Can you read it for me, nice and loud?
Be kind, be a strong woman. My body, my choice. Your body, your choice.
Hey, another honk. Yay!
We're going to talk about the only thing that anyone is talking about, Roe v. Wade, which has been overturned, and what can still be done.
Democrats must win. And in a post-Roe world, I've got a plan. 1, elect pro-choice Democrats. 2, elect Democrats who will end the filibuster in the Senate. And 3, expand the Supreme Court.
The only actual solution is to expand the court with people who believe in secular government as opposed to religious
theocracy. And the
theocracy.
only way to do that, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, you need 54 senators, y'all. You got at least like 8 good races. Focus on getting 54 senators. It's the only way you're going to ever expand the court.
The Supreme Court has shown us one thing today. It's that whatever they say is not final. We have 3 justices who lied under oath in order to achieve their seats on the court, and so they need to be balanced out.
Now, court expansion is not something that is new or radical. The court size has been changed 7 times in our nation's history. It is a small d democratic recalibration.
This fall, Roe is on the ballot. Personal freedoms are on the ballot. The right to privacy, liberty, equality, they're all on the ballot.
I like to remind people that 4 million young people turn 18 every single year, and they are future voters. This issue is incredibly motivating, and I know just from talking to young people, being in focus groups with young people, this is a motivating issue.
If you or someone you know needs help accessing abortion care, go to abortionfinder.org or call the National Abortion Hotline at 1-800-772-9100. You still have options.
Well, that's our show. Thanks to our sponsor, BetterHelp. Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with a BetterHelp therapist. And remember, as a special offer to Giles Files listeners, you'll get 10% off your first month if you use the code betterhelp.com/GilesFiles. That's betterhelp.com/GilesFiles. And a big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring our podcast.
A Huda Media Production.